Welcome to AInonymous, the EU AI Act, the US AI Bill of Rights, the global race to control artificial intelligence. Imagine this. Two of the most powerful AIs ever built, Google's Gemini and OpenAI's GPT-5, are improving themselves faster than any law can catch them. Around them, governments are panicking. Europe says, regulate it. America says, innovate first. China says, control it. Welcome to the new arms race, not for nukes, but for algorithms. By the end of this video, you'll understand how the fight between the world's biggest AI models is rewriting global law, and why the rules written today will decide who owns the future of intelligence. The Wild West of AI. When ChatGPT exploded in 2023, the world woke up to AI's power. Millions used it overnight, and regulators were caught off guard. There were no rules about data collection, copyright, or misinformation. Anyone could launch a model trained on anything. A student in Texas built a deepfake of his principal. A startup in Berlin trained a chatbot on private therapy transcripts. Suddenly, lawmakers realized this wasn't science fiction anymore. And that's when the two giants, Europe and America, decided to draw their lines in the sand. Europe's big move, the EU AI Act. Europe was first. The EU AI Act, passed in early 2025, is the world's first full-scale law for artificial intelligence. It doesn't just regulate what AI does, it regulates how it's built. Systems are classified by risk. Minimal risk, like spam filters. High risk, like AI hiring tools or credit scoring. Unacceptable risk, anything that manipulates or surveils citizens. For companies like Google and OpenAI, this means one thing: transparency. They must reveal training data sources, document safety tests, and register their models in a European database. But here's the twist. Smaller AI startups say the rules protect big tech more than the public, because only giants can afford compliance. In other words, the EU AI Act might stop small innovators, but it gives the biggest models like Gemini 2.5 an even stronger lead. Across the Atlantic, the US AI Bill of Rights. Meanwhile, in the United States, the government took a softer route. In 2024, the White House AI Bill of Rights wasn't a law, it was a framework. It listed 5 human rights in the age of algorithms: the right to safe and effective systems. 2. The right to data privacy. 3. The right to notice and explanation. 4. The right to freedom from algorithmic discrimination. 5. The right to human alternatives. Beautiful on paper, but voluntary. While Europe enforces fines, America relies on trust and innovation. Think of it like two parents raising the same child differently. The EU is the strict parent, setting curfews and punishments. The US is the try-your-best parent, hoping you'll learn from mistakes. Which approach will work when AI starts making billion-dollar decisions? That's still unknown. The catalyst, big model rivalry. The reason governments moved so fast wasn't fear of robots. It was fear of each other's AI giants. When OpenAI unveiled GPT-5, Europe saw an American company controlling global knowledge. When Google released Gemini 2.5, Washington realized most of the computing power now lives inside corporate clouds. The EU AI Act, in truth, isn't just about ethics, it's economic defense. By forcing models to disclose datasets, Europe ensures no monopoly hides behind trade secrets. In response, the US pushes for self-regulation, arguing that too much oversight will push innovation offshore. It's the same playbook we saw in the Cold War, only this time the bombs are lines of code. Life examples. The human cost. In Germany, an AI-driven hiring tool rejected thousands of job applicants based on subtle gender bias, until the EU forced audits. In California, a school district deployed a predictive learning app that flagged students as at risk based on social media data. Parents never knew, until a journalist exposed it. And in Kenya, data labeling workers earning $2 an hour trained these massive models without even knowing their work-powered billion-dollar systems. Regulation isn't just paperwork, it's protection. It decides who benefits from intelligence and who gets exploited by it. The coming convergence. By 2026, expect a global AI convention, similar to climate accords, where nations align on shared safety standards. The EU, US, Japan, and the UK are already testing joint audit frameworks for large models. Even China is hinting at a data sovereignty treaty, ensuring each country's citizens stay in control of their data. Ironically, the very competition that divides them might be what saves us. When AI giants race to win, governments race to build guardrails faster. And out of that pressure comes progress. In the end, this battle isn't Gemini versus GPT. It's innovation versus regulation. Chaos versus control. The EU wants to make AI safe. The US wants to make AI smart. The rest of the world just wants a seat at the table. The laws written today will decide whether artificial intelligence becomes humanity's greatest ally or its most powerful overseer. You've been watching AInonymous, your daily window into the AI revolution. Subscribe now because the next regulation might be written by an AI itself.